Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. This is the place to go for high-quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. In this video, I want to speak about gold because at the moment we do have quite interesting price action and structure. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect of this market, then we will move to the order flow, and by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here on this pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment we have a market which is rejecting a quite strong level of resistance. From here, all this move to the downside was created, again here, tested and rejected, again here, tested and rejected. However, in a situation like this where the rejection to the downside has already started from quite a bit, we need to measure this correction. So what we have to do is take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And if we do that, what we can notice is that we have a 0.382 Fibonacci retracement lining up exactly at this area, which is a quite strong support zone that at this point we could expect this market to potentially reject to the upside. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, from a weekly perspective, we can see how we had a series of higher highs and higher lows. Every time the market went and retested the previous resistance turn support, which is what you expect in an ideal uptrend. In an ideal uptrend, you expect the market to create a series of higher highs and higher lows, every time retesting exactly the previous resistance turn support. So in a situation like this, what we could expect is for the market to go and retest this previous weekly resistance turn support here, and then to potentially reject it to the upside. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, from a daily perspective, what we can notice is that exactly at this high, we have a quite strong area of previous daily resistance that, if the market will manage to successfully break it to the upside, at that point would make the market shift from a daily bearish trend to a daily bullish trend. In fact, here in the daily time frame, it is quite clear how the market has been creating a series of lower lows and lower highs, so essentially establishing a downtrend. Until the market will manage to break above this high, we will remain in a downtrend, and the market from here could easily continue lower. However, if we actually get a break above this resistance, this previous resistance would become support. So after the break on the retest of the previous resistance turn support, this is where we would have quite good probabilities for a potential rejection to the upside, essentially for the completion of this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and we check the data for gold, what we can see is that with the last reports, net positions have been increasing, meaning that the institutional side of the market has been longing gold. We went from having 64k net positions with 151k shorts compared to 216k longs, all the way up to having 157k net positions with 253k longs compared to only 95k shorts. So gold has been getting quite bullish. So if we actually get a successful break above this resistance on the retest, how we could be approaching a potential rejection higher, because at that point, if we get the break above this high, all the directional time frames would be showing the same direction, because the monthly is currently testing at 0.32, from which we expect a potential move higher. The weekly is testing the previous weekly resistance turn support, from which we expect a potential rejection higher. And here on the daily, at that point, we would have bullish structure and a retest of previous daily resistance turn support, while at the same time, the net positions, so the positioning from an institutional perspective, is shifting to the bullish side. So at that point, we would have good probabilities for a potential move higher. So if we do get the break on the retest, how we could be approaching this potential rejection higher. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the downside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries at that point, we could be looking for a potential rejection higher for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and these kind of things, that is all part of the mentorship program, which you can find at transparentfxtrading.com. Here you have the possibility to gain access to my entire course with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to get access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is precisely the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you continue scrolling down the website, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the registration process. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. At least go and check it out, transparentfxtrading.com. The link is also in the description, and I will see you in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. And I will see you in my next breakdown.